take it away.
Judy, I love your glasses. So good to see you guys. Always fun. Love the music. Actually, I was reminiscing on that song when the song was kind of out when I got into this crazy industry. I believe it was back in 2012. Around the time I met you two, was with the previous company. But everybody, I want to welcome all the guests. I want to welcome all the Elapreneurs, especially the new Elapreneurs. My name is Robert Kratch, and I live in sunny New Smyrna Beach, Florida. I've been down here going on 3 years. I cannot believe it. And I can't believe it's been 8 years since I've been in this industry, since 2012. And 2012 felt like, especially 2020, 2012 felt a long time ago. And I'm so glad I'm on these products. But I met Mark and Judy at that last company. We formed a great relationship and they introduced me to this amazing product. But a little bit about me, I'm a kid that grew up in New Jersey, loved sports, wasn't very good at baseball, wasn't good at basketball. I was a bigger kid, was always big, always struggled with weight, and I was good at football. And I really took to the sport. I went on, played at the University of Iowa. I was blessed to have a great career there. Went on and got drafted by the New York Giants in 1989. This second year, won a Super Bowl with the New York Giants. Very blessed to be part of that team. And I went on to have a career for 8 years with a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows. Played in 2 Super Bowls, a few NFC, AFC championships. And it was a great run, but it was time to move on. My body was beat up. And I became, I guess, I've always been an entrepreneur, even since a young boy, delivering papers and cutting grass. And ironically, Mark was in the same business. I started a furniture business. And for years it grew. I had a great niche for a long run. And the niche kind of slowly, abruptly with the recession of 2008 and 9 started to unravel and started coming to an end. And that's how I ended up in this business. And the one thing that, and maybe Mark will touch more on the business side because he'll be a guest on tonight, is he really taught me the business of this, the simple concept of residual income. But I'm here to tell my story, the amazing results that I've had with these products that really blew me away. And it was almost 3 years ago that we moved down here. I had no idea that Mark and Judy lived within 5 miles where we purchased our new place in New Smyrna Beach. And we had lost contact because they moved on to another company, had great success. And, you know, my wife was still making good income in her old company. She didn't want me to jeopardize that. And so, but I always was wondering what Mark and Judy were up to. And we would touch base every now and then they told me about a coffee, a product. They didn't really tell me a lot. Actually, I got excited because I love working with those two. And, you know, one night Judy came over and she had maybe 3 of these. Maybe it was just 2. I don't remember. And she just simply shared. She didn't say a lot. We caught up. She looked around the house. Everything's great. We caught up. It was a long time since we saw each other. And she just simply shared this wonderful coffee. And so my wife looked at me and she goes, I know what you're up to. You want to work with Mark and Judy. And I said, you know what? I got to believe in this product. I got to try this. And Mark and Judy are great people, but I really have to believe in something and believe that it works. I'm not one of these people that jump company to company and get everybody excited. And so when I first took this, now remember, for my years of playing football, concussions, head hits, I was feeling a little melancholy. I had gained a lot of weight. I was in the middle of losing weight, and Judy shared this with me, and it was like a domino effect. As soon as I drank it, my head lit up like a pinball. I mean, the energy that I felt, and so many, especially on tonight's Zoom, have felt the same thing. And I was like, wow. I looked at my wife because Judy said, don't take it tonight. You might not be able to sleep. In my head, I'm like skeptical. Yeah, right. But when I took it the next morning, I was like, honey, I grabbed my wife. I said, you really got to try this. So she made a cup. I was taking her to work. She called me 3 hours later. She couldn't believe how much work she was getting done, just the energy that she felt. And like I said, I was on another weight loss journey because after football, I ballooned up. Actually, I have a picture here. Most people don't believe it. This product really was a domino effect. I don't know if you can see that, maybe the shine, but I blossomed up to about 368 pounds about 14 years ago. I love to eat. I stopped working out. I always struggle with weight. but my health was really, I was grossly obese. And what was wonderful about this simple coffee, this nootropic blended coffee, is that it curbed my appetite. It gave me the energy. It got me out of my doldrums. I've been on a product for almost 3 years. They recommend you should miss a couple days a month. I drink 2 cups of this stuff a day. We have all different types of flavors. And for me, the product has been life-changing because not only has it helped me, I lost over 40 pounds. Yeah, I did gain back some COVID. I call it the COVID-15, like the freshman 15, like a lot of us did. And then we launched this Georgia peach tea that just curbs my appetite better than the original formula coffee that we had, which was amazing. And I've lost about 10 pounds since being on this tea without really working out that hard, since I don't go to LA Fitness anymore because of COVID. And the product has been amazing. I never would envision I'd have this much energy on a Sunday night at 9 o'clock, not just because I'm here with you guys, but it's because the product works. And the business model has been simple because basically from my heart, I'm sharing wonderful products from our zest. If you don't like coffee, we have a zest flavor, like a lemonade flavor. We have our Georgia peach tea, which is amazing. All these products are filled with wonderful nootropics that stimulate the brain. We have a chai tea. The list goes on. You can figure that. You can look on someone's website, the person who sent you here, check it out. But this is the unsung hero, xanthomol, 200 times more powerful than resveratrol as an antioxidant. It's amazing. If you just Google xanthomol.com and look at the research, I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm not a research analyst. But the product is amazing. And my story, my health benefits, how I feel about myself, my calm from the xanthomol. My wife is extremely helped with her menopausal issues, and women just rave about how it helps with hot flashes. The products are amazing. They come from a brilliant scientist, formulator, Alternative Labs, Kevin Thomas, who's brilliant. And we're very, very blessed to have these products. And I love the energy. I love how I feel. I love intermittent fasting. It makes my intermittent fasting. I go from 14 to 17 hours a day. I don't eat, which some people think is crazy, but look at the health benefits on that. And if I didn't have these products, there's no way I could do that. There's no way that I could fast the way I do and feel the way I feel about myself. And I stay away from the things that drive me crazy, like I love donuts and ice cream. And Mark knows how much I like slices of pizza. And this has been a defense mechanism for me to keep my weight and my appetite under control. So that being said, I would like to introduce some people who would like to tell their story and share what's going on with them on the product. And first, I'd love to introduce Jenny and Bruce Gray, that not only having success with the product, but having great success on the business side. Jenny, are you there?
We are both here. How's everyone doing tonight? It's so great to be here. And yes, Bruce and I, we got involved with this just a short of 2.5 years ago. This had just pretty much launched, and I got on the product, and this product here, the Xanthromax, I happen to have it here on the table. This is incredible what this has done for me. I'm 57 years old, and my mission is to help women and men, but especially women through the menopausal and the hormone decline. I'm very passionate about health. I got on the coffee. I was not a big coffee drinker just because I tried not to drink a lot of coffee because I knew it was very acidic on the system. And I'm really into health and stuff. So I can't even imagine not having my coffee every morning. I love it. I love our keto cray. I have it every morning. It's non-acidic. It's just gives me a clear head. I have such great energy. It's fun. What a culture we have here, synergistic culture. And I love the new peach tea. I love the lemonade. The hot chocolate is phenomenal. The chai tea is great. It's just so much fun. And I've had no hot flashes. I feel the best I've felt. I mean, I feel really good. I'm not on medications or anything. Glory to God. I give all the glory to Him. And I'm passionate about helping people finish strong in their lives and their health, because people go through a lot through hormonal decline, and people out there today have a lot of hopelessness, and we are about the happiness movement. That's what we do. We promote happiness through our products. And it's a functional beverage. What it does in the brain, being all natural, I'm all for. It's changed our lives. It's also changed our lives in the way that I've been able to bring in a really nice income into our home that is residual. And I think today, with everything that's going on, people out there are looking for what we have. And this is the simplest thing you could ever do. And the product is phenomenal. It's changed our lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, really cool. Hey guys, it's fun to be on here. And yeah, we love this product. We love the company, love the culture. All the people that are involved are just the sweetest people, starting from Mark and Judy down. They're a wonderful, wonderful team that we all have here. And yeah, we really enjoy this business. And I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I heard a statistic that was scary. Last month, 1/3 of mortgages went delinquent, unpaid in the United States. So there's a lot of people out there that are looking for side gigs. Here in California, they just shut down Uber.
And Lyft.
So people are looking for ways to generate extra side income or full-time income. So don't be bashful. Share this stuff with everybody and have a whole heap of fun with it. We are having a ball.
And he has a construction business, so the joint pain's gone. He's like a squirrel on coke.
Yeah,
I tell you. So it's just a great product. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
No, that is so true. And with everything that's going on from you know, the products that make you feel happier, make us healthier. I mean, you know, COVID, you know, people that are unhealthy or obesity, and it's just these products really are the stimulus, are the thing that the domino effect, like I've said time and time again with people, that get people healthy and make people feel better, and help with, also obviously help with income issues. There's a girl on here tonight I like to call on Lisa Yan. I met her, she was in my old company, and I really got to know her a little bit in our Elapreneurs. She is a sweetheart. She's an amazing leader. She's had great success. Lisa, are you there?
I am here, Bob. How are you?
Oh, see everybody. She's just a breath of fresh air. She's one of the nicest people you meet. Lisa, love to hear your story. So good to see you. You look great.
Can't wait to see everybody in person and just give everybody a hug. Like, I was just listening to Jenny and Bruce, and I was like, I remember talking to them in the beginning, and they were like, no, we don't drink coffee. Remember that, you guys? So it's just so funny to see everybody here together. And, you know, speaking of not seeing coffee, so you guys, my name is Lisa Yan. I'm from Rochester, New York. And I was introduced to this company almost 3 years ago. And I was told, like many of us, that it was a product that was gonna be about happiness. And I didn't know, like I'm sure you'll hear Mark talk about it, that we didn't know what we were getting. And I didn't. All I knew was gonna be a supplement and a drink, and it was gonna cause people to be happy. And so the box showed up at my house about, I don't know, 3 weeks after we signed up, because it was like craziness when everybody signed. And so I opened it and it was coffee, and I was like, well, I don't drink coffee, like, ever. And I'd already given up caffeine because I had already started my weight loss journey. And so I was like, oh, well, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. And I just took the supplement, drank the coffee, and went to the gym. And before I knew it, you know, I was on the Stairmaster for an hour doing a 3-way call. And my girlfriend was like, are you still on that machine? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, Lisa, we've been on the phone for an hour. I was like, oh, okay. And it was like that. It was like, I describe it like the first 3 days of being on that track, waiting for the gun to pop to take off on the race, because I didn't know what to expect. But that was like the first 3 days. And then I finally leveled out and I was good. But I went from a size 12 right when we started, and I dropped a whole pant size. That was the beginning of November. By December 27th, my birthday, I dropped a whole pant size to a 10, and since then I'm to a 6. And I don't say that because, and you guys, it's been over a year, and it's, I mean, obviously I'm almost 3 years. And I was just talking to Judy before we got on here, And for me, my weight has always been an issue. I've always went up and down. I can lose 15 pounds. I can gain 20 pounds. I can do all of that. My thing was I could never maintain it. I could never keep it off. And as much as Bob was talking about the COVID-15, I can be so proud to say that I am one of the lucky ones that did not go through the COVID-15 or 20. And I've maintained keeping that 45 to 50 pounds off in the last 3 years. And I give it to these products that have helped me do this. I also went through a horrible breakup over the last year, and it just caused me to, like, I can't even imagine between COVID and a breakup going through life without our products. That just would have been a nightmare in itself. But these products have really allowed me to, like, just go through it without having a full-blown mental breakdown, I feel like. And the culture that is here, the friends that we have, like, Judy has always been that person for me. She knows when I need her voice. She knows when I need her. She'll call me and say, come to Florida, or, whatever I need, she's always there. And I just absolutely adore her and Mark for that. And it's not just her and Mark, it's everybody. It's Jenny and Bruce. It's, it's Bob, it's Kristi. And, there's so many of us in here that just call on each other for, just the moral support of during these times of, I'll notice if I haven't seen somebody post on Facebook, and I'll reach out to them and say, hey, are you doing okay? And they'll be like, and they'll just say, thank you for checking on me. Or, that's what this culture is about. And, for the longest time, people have said to me, it's about the more, and I'm sure all of you have heard this, the more people you help, in return, you'll then get what you want. And it's about building relationships. And it wasn't until I came here did I really realize what that meant. And it's so much more than just selling a cup of coffee. It's about building that relationship with that person that you come in contact with. I have somebody in my inbox right now who I used to work with in the hair salon, and she has a 2-year-old daughter who's going through some type of cancer, and she's finally reached out to me about this product. I can't even imagine what this mother is going through, with a sick child in the times that we're in right now. And so if I can help her in any way, that is my calling. And the last thing is that, I was also telling Judy this, is that I was in the hair industry for 24 years, and I retired 2 years ago when I moved to Dallas, and I've been doing this full time ever since. And you guys, no matter how many days I was behind that chair doing hair, I never had the income. I was always still short. Like, there was still short money at the end of the month, no matter how many hours. And I decided that I was gonna do whatever I had to do to make this be my thing. And I am so much happy here, and the dedication, and it's just, I make more money staying home, working from my bed most days, or at my desk, than I did behind the chair. And when you decide to decide, you can do anything you want. Don't let anybody or anything tell you can't, because you can. And I'm just so blessed to be here, and I could scream it through the rooftops if people would listen, and they are listening. You just have to, like Bruce and Jenny said, you got to tell everyone, because people need now more than ever, not only our products, but our opportunity.
As you're talking, what's great about our products, and in this industry, you need a lot of energy. You better be positive, you better be happy. And we have nootropic products that help us do that. We don't have to go to another company and give me some of that spark. I need energy. And I mean, that's just the beauty of this, is these products are, and whether you don't even have to really want to run like Lisa ran. Maybe you just want to be part of something. And I think Garrett said it the best. He goes, you just want to be part of positive, motivational, inspirational people, and drink and have great products that make you feel like I'm feeling right now. It's been 3 years. I haven't missed a day. I always take my xanthocumol. I'm always drinking my coffee. Now I have all these options between zest and mixing my zest with my Georgia peach tea. And I'm in the mood for a chai tea or a cold chocolate drink. We have all those different flavors that, for me, it's been life-changing. So the last person I'd like to introduce, there's this saying, I think it goes, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I remember years ago when I started in a skincare company, one of my customers said, you need to call my friend up, Judy Willodson. She was a customer of mine. And I was trying to recruit her to come to the skincare company. And at the time they were in a card company, a greeting card company. And she didn't want to join. She said, thanks for thinking of me, Bob. My hair was on fire when I got into the direct sales industry. But she said one thing. She goes, I'm going to give you some advice. Make sure you love on your people, you're kind to your distributors, and you really care for them. Now, this is back in 2012. And these guys are one of the top distributors in the world. They're not going to tell you that. They've done extremely well. But it's because they really care about people. You know, yes, they know a lot, but they care a lot. And that's why I'm so appreciative of them as not as business partners and mentors, but as friends. They've done so much for this company and so much for people. So I was kidding around with Judy. I go, I need some guests tonight when we get Sparky on. So Mark, take it away from Puerto Rico.
Thanks, Bobo. You know, gosh, Bob's become like a brother to me. I have to tell you guys this. You know, that's the beauty of this industry, though, by the way, is it's like a great big family. But, you know, then we always have those brothers or sisters in the family that we're closer to. Well, I have, you know, from my blood, I have two other brothers, but Bob is more, I'm closer to Bob as a brother than my other real brothers, to be really honest. I have a couple of great brothers, but Bob's also become a son to my father. So my father, who always said I have 3 boys, now he has 4. And that's the beauty of what we do. And I'm not going to go into all that right now, because you know what? We invited you here for the product. And, you know, the product is amazing. It came to Judy and I completely unexpectedly. It was a gift. This product was in a company, but they really weren't up and running yet. And we were sent this coffee, and we had no idea what the heck it meant, happy coffee, when we read the box, but we liked everything it talked about. I never thought about coffee as a delivery system for nutritional products. We were in this industry of health and wellness, so we understood a little bit about nutritional products. And oh, well, we drink coffee, so we drank it. And our day changed that next day when we drank it in the morning. Our day changed that day, and we didn't think about food all day. I didn't realize what an emotional eater I have been my entire life. And, you know, I've been overweight my whole life as a result of it. And, you know, it doesn't matter whether, you know, we all go through, you know, highs and lows during the day, right? And in between there, those highs and lows, all kinds of stuff is going on. But the one thing most of us all have that's that for sure deal when we're not feeling happy is that favorite food, maybe in the refrigerator or the freezer or the cupboard, that we can run to, right? That brings us instant happiness. And of course, I never thought about it, but, you know, then after you have that instant happiness, you go back and you look in the mirror and you go, oh man, like I'm getting bigger. And then you go back down and you go, I want to feel good. And you run back to the refrigerator to feel happy. You know, it's just this emotional roller coaster ride. And I had no clue what was about to happen. And it changed the way Judy and I dealt with food. And as a result, we were losing weight, you know, and in a very short period of time, I went from a size 44-inch waist down to a 38. Took off, like Bob did, about 40 pounds. Same thing for me. Gosh, how you feel so much better when you take that weight off. I can't even explain the other benefits that are there. We all know, we hear it all the time. I don't need to go into it. I don't need to make medical claims, but you know, weight is, you know, probably the #1 killer in the world. It's the cause of most things that are going on. And all of a sudden, here's this product that deals with emotional eating. Now, the coffee was, as I understood it then, was getting my brain to release dopamine. It wasn't giving me dopamine. It was getting my own body to release it. And it was getting my stomach to make some serotonin. You know, we have an epidemic in our company. Women are low in serotonin, right? The number one cause is, or the number one stress item in the world is multitasking. And what do women, they're the best at? Multitasking, right? Moms, I mean, they're doing all these things all at one time. And, oh, well, the bottom line is it gets our body to make a little more serotonin. And it gets our brain to release endorphins, that reward mechanism. Or in my case, I had got hit by a drunk driver years back in 2005, and my legs were on fire all the time. And you know what? The medicine I was taking wasn't working very well anymore. And the doctor wanted me to take more, but you know, it wasn't a solution to be taking more. And as a result of these products, I got a great benefit from it, and I didn't need as much. I really didn't understand why it was happening. To this day, I don't. But you know what? You know, if you're like me and you need some relief, just try it and see what happens, because it works for a lot of us. Now, the xanthol humol I didn't get this as a gift, but when I discovered the coffee and got excited about, oh my gosh, I got to share this with people, I made a phone call and I got to talk to Kevin Thomas, the guy that created this, and he explained to me that this gets our brain to release oxytocin. That's the hormone of love, right? Well, let's put it this way. When you hug your kid and you haven't seen them in a long time, you get those goosebumps and that overwhelming feeling of joy. That's a release of oxytocin. That's why Dr. Phil, if you ever watched Dr. Phil, said to couples, if you're arguing, you need to hug, you need to get skin to skin. And because when that happens, if you care for each other, your body or your brain will dump oxytocin. Well, guess what? It's impossible to be upset with somebody when your brain is releasing oxytocin. Now, Judy, who's on here, she can tell you all about this. This turns her into Superwoman with me because, ladies, maybe you have a husband like me and we try to solve everything in the world when maybe you just want us to listen. And so when I do those things now, they don't bother her. They bounce off of her. And so it's like a shield for her. So it's really helped a lot for us. I hear stories all the time with couples like this is their marriage counselor. Those little things that drive us crazy. Maybe, you know, it might be the underwear thrown in the corner or the socks, especially the smelly ones, right? I don't know what it is. It's just, it works. So, you know, you get the release from the coffee of the dopamine, the serotonin, and the endorphin. And here you get the oxytocin. That's how we came up with Dose. Like these two products were meant to be married to each other because they're the only two products in the world that will get your brain to release the 4 happiness hormones. Now, at the time, we had no idea. Well, I'm just Mark and Judy's just Judy. We had no idea that almost 40% of the people in this world that would be willing to give up, somebody's needs to get unmuted here, hold on. They'd be willing to give up their cell phone if they had to choose between the two. And Judy, there's somebody else, I don't know, I'm losing my screen here for some reason, but oh well. 39% is a number, would give up their cell phone if they had to choose between the two. That's a really big deal. Then on another, something else is that, gosh, there goes my ADD. In addition to that, oh, happiness, duh. We've got the only two that give I haven't done this in a while, you guys, can you tell? But anybody can do this if I can do it. Happiness. I had no idea that happiness was the #1 desire in the whole entire world that most people thought they would never attain in life. And think about that. Like, I mean, that's just hard to imagine, right? But the #1 desire that most people feel that they'll never attain. I just couldn't believe that when I heard that. And, oh, well, the bottom line is we got the only two products that solve both of it. So we got something really special with regards to that. You know, one of our products here has become the business also. Judy and I got really excited about this. We love direct sales, and we love direct sales because it's the only way that we can leverage our time. that we knew of. We were in conventional business all of our lives. We weren't able to leverage our time. And with network marketing, we can. And if you don't understand that, talk to the person that invited you, because it really is pretty special. You know, it really is pretty cool. Like, imagine, you know, if you got the efforts of the work of one person, 100% of their effort, right? If they didn't show up, that wouldn't be a good thing, right? But imagine if you got 1% of the effort of 100 people and somebody didn't show up. You really probably wouldn't even notice it. And so network marketing gives you, over time, it gives you leverage. It allows your income to be limitless. And that's really, really special. And it can do amazing things. It can very much empower you in your life and your dreams. And we want to help you with that if you're looking for something. At the very least, we want you to be a customer on products and experience it. But we would love to have you join us in this business. And, you know, two and a half years ago, or soon it'll be 3, we were just getting started. And all we had was the product and each other. We didn't have a functioning website. We really didn't have a shopping cart that worked very good. We couldn't deliver products sometimes for 3 or 6 weeks. So many things were broken, right? But we had each other and we had this amazing product. Now, everything is in alignment. We have an amazing lineup of products. We have a website that works. We have a back office that works. Everything is working. So now is an amazing time to come and get involved with us. Come be part of this with us. Come share this product with your friends and family and grow yourself a secondary income. Or maybe you want to create an income beyond your wildest dreams. We can do that for you too. So with that, Bob, I'm just going to swing it back to you. Judy and I would love to meet you in person, and we can't wait for this COVID thing to be over so that we all can get back together again. And, you know, what is your dream? Tell us what your dream is so we can help you achieve it, because the truth is, if we can help you all achieve your dreams, whatever our dreams are, they will come true. So thanks, Bob.
Well, you know, after that, there really isn't much to be said. So I want to thank everybody, the Ellepreneurs, new Ellepreneurs, especially our guests, for taking the time on a Sunday night. Judy, do you have anything to add?
No, great job, Bob. Great job, everybody. Thanks for being on tonight. We really appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned every Sunday night here, 8 p.m. Central. Invite your guests. Just imagine what could happen if you just invite one person to come and take a look at why our culture and community is so amazing. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being on tonight, Sunday night, for taking the time out of your schedule. We love and appreciate you all. Great job, Bob. Let's give Bob a round of applause, everybody. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, thanks, Bobo.
Thanks, Bob.
There's something in the tea.
Jenny, thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks,
guys.
Lisa. Thanks, Jenny.
Okay,
Thanks, Bruce. Have a great
Lisa.
night,
Thanks,
everybody.
Jenny.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.